Helen, Mark, thank you for sitting down with us. You're both classically trained, character actors.
Yes.
In all of your experience, did you ever expect to have to develop a wand technique?
Good question. No, and it was a subject of heated debate, and it was quite competitive as well.
How you used your wand?
No, lots of people got really into.
Didn't they?
Well, our side, because they were on the other side.
No, they're the thing.
Yeah.
The dark side.
Did you all? So what was your wand technique? Could I see it now?
Well,
Can you remember it?
the main thing is that I have always, for some reason, he's always been left-handed.
Yeah, although you're a right-handed gentleman.
Yeah, but when I'm acting, I always use props left-handedly. Don't know
Total
why.
transformation.
From one
Always
hand
from the
to
inside.
another.
Some people start with the shoes. He starts with the hand.
Yeah, but we had a series of. Well, there were a series of kind of. It was like fencing, where you have basic blocks and guards and attacks, and the stunt guys, the pretend fighters as I call them, were really, and of course they put much more beef into it. So we were like, we had to go to one rehearsal. It's one night shoot. We started off one rehearsal, and there was a bit of grumbling from. And then suddenly it was all like, it was like, and it was all kind of...
That is the hard thing, not to make the sounds, though.
Yeah, I know.
Because you...
So it got all Errol Flynny.
Yeah.
And did you get to keep your wand? So
No. But once again, a source of much bitterness.
Yeah. But literally, they would just before the
Mine's
scene,
here
they
somewhere.
bring you out in the wand. You're given the wand. You do the scene. You
give
think
it
you're going to
back.
go for lunch or have whatever you want. No, there's a man standing there. You put it back in the box.
And his name's Gary, right, Gary, who is standby props on
Yeah.
all 8 films, and has been prematurely aged by the experience of trying to stop people nicking wands.
Exactly.
Particularly James and Oliver and people
It's going to
like
make
that.
a lot of money on eBay in about 3 years' time.
Frisked. Handed over.
Now, you both play parents in the films. It strikes me, though, chatting to you, that possibly you more became big kids on set. I mean, it must have been a great environment to just sort of play in.
That's an insult. That's an insult,
it's
that is.
absolutely
And was aimed at you, quite frankly.
And
He
it's
very
clearly
much
absolutely-
eyeballed you.
You're clearly
I was
correct.
a classically trained, remember?
Yeah.
He eyeballed me for that.
Touche. No, yes, you're right. There were lots of times during the last, with the big final battle scene where there's no point being in that if you're not thinking, wow, I'm in a big, massive battle, and he's... and you can see it, even in the most grizzled of actors, it's kind of... It's the real deal. It's what you watched when you were a little kid, when you watched with hundreds of cowboys or whatever, and you're there, you're actually made it into a massive battle scene with your own wand.
Exactly. And it is just like the thing of being a child, and, we both have children. I've got a 3- and a 4-year-old, and you hear them talking and go, now you come in, and then I'll do that, and then you die, and then you lie there. We're exactly the same. Well, I'm going to do that. Then if you're going to do that, then I'm going to do this.
Serious discussions is that I think probably what I'll do is, as I spin away, I'll fall on that cheek. Yeah, OK, right. And people having little discussions with each other about how we're going to do.
Exactly. And then the same people be going, all right, I've got at 5 o'clock, I've got to go off tonight doing Molière.
In terms of other roles, Helen, you've also famously played Cherie Blair. I mean, obviously there's a certain villainy in both roles. Did you find much crossover in the characters?
Cherie, then.
Was there crossover?
What, between Cherie and Narcissa? Absolutely none.
Do you like playing baddies? I've recently got to play a few baddies, and I love it.
Much more... Yeah, I always used to play the goodies. Always used to play the goodies.
One thing I find about playing the really real baddies is that because you don't have any moral connection with any of the other characters, it sort of frees you up.
To be absolutely as selfish as possible.
Badly behaved.
You're like, my name's Narcissa. Of course I'm going to be standing behind you in the shot.
Well, we're very glad that you were, and very glad you had fun on set. Thank you very much for sitting down with us.
Thank you very much.